The smell of coffee is in the air. It must be time for another episode of The Art of Struggle. Welcome to another episode of my podcast called The Art of Struggle. You can hear me rant about art, video games, movies, pop culture, CGI, the industry, and much, much, much more. My name is Fatayo Pawoye, and I'll be your guide as we explore the world of CG, pop culture, and the people who make it all possible. All right, let's dive right in. Ready at Dawn shuts down Deformer's servers. In a flash briefing, developer Ready at Dawn, known for The Order 1886, has officially shut down Deformer's servers over a year after launching the multiplayer brawling game. The decision to take the Western and European servers offline was initially announced back in May, with Ready at Dawn describing Deformers as no longer financially viable. However, while Deformers will no longer be online, players will apparently still be able to access the game offline or locally with other players, according to a tweet made to the Deformers Twitter page. Alright, so that sucks for these guys because I know a lot of people really like that game. So yeah, let me sip of my coffee. Give me one moment. The smell of coffee is in the air with my Tweety mug. Alright. Epic Game launches new learning platform providing free video tutorials. This is awesome. So Epic Games announced today the launch of Unreal Engine Online Learning, a platform which provides game developers with video tutorials covering several facets of design using Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine Online Learning is home to a series of training videos for developers looking to further their skills using the Unreal Engine, with topics like developing better workflow practices or how to use new features implemented to the engine. The new educational platform has content which is split into several tracks, including game development, architecture, industrial design, and media and entertainment. Additional tracks sort content by job roles like programmer or designer, with each series labeled with levels ranging from beginner to advanced. The tutorial videos are completely free for anyone interested and available on demand, with a series broken down into short chunks. If you're interested, definitely check out this new Epic Games learning platform. And I am excited because there's a lot of tutorials that I want to dive in. There's a bunch of new stuff out for Epic that I saw. They dropped like 5 new architectural live training videos, and I really like to watch those. And I've been really interested in the Substance ones because GDC is going on right now as well. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in the industry and all the software and packages that are coming out right now. All right, in other news, Hi-Rez creates 3 new studios to handle Smite, Paladins, and Realm Royale. Okay, let's continue. Georgia-based Hi-Rez Studios has created 3 new development studios, each of which is set up to tackle operations for one of the company's live games. In a press release, Hi-Rez Studios president Stu Chisholm notes that this structural shift allows the company to scale multiple games more easily without compromising the support of its existing titles. The 3 new studios are Titan Forge Games, which is going to handle Smite, Evil Mojo Games, which is going to handle Paladins, and Heroic Leap Games, which is going to handle Realm Royale. Collectively, the new studios are set to operate under the watchful eye of Hi-Rez's new general manager of first-party studios, Chris Larson. The establishment of Titan Forge, Heroic Leap, and Evil Mojo as standalone studios enables each of our development teams to fulfill their maximum potential and stay hyper-focused on serving their individual player communities, said Larson in a press release. Prior to his newfound position, Larson served as the executive producer for both Smite and Paladins. We view game operation as a marathon, not a sprint. Our games are built to provide near constant updates over many years by giving each major game its own dedicated studio and identity. We empower team to control their own destiny and focus exclusively on their player communities while still having access to our leading shared publishing services. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Now they have dedicated team, dedicated companies focused on Smite, Paladins, and Realm Royale. I have played Smite, Paladins, and I have not played Realm Royale, but I do like both games that I've played. They're pretty cool games. Smite is like I would say it's a MOBA, and so is Paladins, but Paladins is more like Overwatch in that sense. They probably hate that comparison, but it kind of is. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. 3 new studios. That means probably doing a little bit of hiring and stuff. So I mean, that's always good news in the industry. Let's move on to Microsoft nabbing AAA talent to bolster its new studio, The Initiative. Microsoft new studio, The Initiative, has brought on a handful of fresh hires from various well-established studios, including Rockstar, Santa Monica Studio, and Crystal Dynamics. The Initiative, first announced back in June during E3, is a Santa Monica-based studio headed by an industry vet, Daryl Gallagher, that's currently working on an unannounced game. I can't wait to hear what this game is. Gallagher initially welcomed the newest additions to the team on LinkedIn, but has since deleted the post. Reset Error user Crimson Eclipse was able to screenshot the news before the post was removed. The new additions to the team include God of War 2018 lead producer Brian Westergaard and Rockstar's Christian Cantamesa, Crystal Dynamics' Daniel Neumberger, and Microsoft Senior Director of Portfolio Planning, Blake Fisher. Crystal Dynamics' Lindsay McKinney also joins the initiative as its new HR and culture manager, joined by Annie Lohr, a recruiter who's worked at Riot, Respawn, and EA. See, it isn't clear why Gallagher's announcement was deleted in the first place, but some of the recent staff like Lohr, McQueenie, and Westergaard have gone on to share their new positions on LinkedIn. So, yeah, this is pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure it was probably so that these, Rockstar and all the people that they just poached from aren't, it's probably in bad taste, or probably they wanted to put it out in a different PR manner or something like that. They probably wanted to make a formal announcement rather than just a LinkedIn post with all the names written on there. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. The initiative, they've been trying to be hush hush about everything they're working on, so maybe this is another act of secrecy. See, the studio head and the initiative Microsoft Games is Daniel Gallagher, or Daryl Gallagher, and yeah, he kind of posted that. People screenshotted it, got it, and you can't delete that. You can't. The internet is too ruthless for you to just delete something you posted up. Like, people are gonna see it, people are gonna catch it, and the moment you do it, if people are watching out, oh, somebody's gonna be like, screen grab. If you're a big studio and you're the studio head of Microsoft Games Studios, you're the studio head. So yeah, if this is an HR thing, then they're gonna have to talk to him or something. But yeah, on that note, there are some layoffs in the industry. All right. The visual novel publisher Sakai Project has laid off an undisclosed portion of its staff as a result of what the company has now described as a necessary restructuring effort. Staff members affected by the layoffs first revealed the cuts on social media yesterday, and the company itself has now confirmed those early reports. Developer tweets spotted by RPG site painted the layoff round as significant, with one dev tweeting, "The entire office got laid off today." Sakai Project CEO Christopher Ling has since issued a statement on its website saying that the layoffs were mostly focused on marketing departments and come as the company approaches an internal restructuring effort this week. Today, as many of you may have heard, we have had to make a very difficult decision in laying off many of our employees, co-workers, and friends from Sakai Project. The decision was difficult, and we are sure it will impact many of them in the days to come, and we wish them the best in their future endeavors, said Ling. Most of the staff that was let go over the course of the year was in marketing, whereas translation, programming, editing, and quality control are still diligently working on current and future projects. In the coming days, the company will be going through a restructure so we can be more nimble, focused, proactive, and more like the company we were when we first started. Ling goes on to note that some of Sakai Project's in development titles may be delayed as we try to streamline our processes, but nothing has been outright canceled. As always, if you or someone you know has been affected by these layoffs, you can email Gamasutra to share your story confidentially. All right, so yeah, I mean, this is around the time when a lot of companies do shakeups. I mean, there's been layoffs all up and down the industry, so it's not something I'm too unfamiliar with. But yeah, it happens. It happens to all of us, and layoffs are definitely a part of the business. High turnovers and people, it's part of the industry. And I definitely feel for those people, and I hope that they quickly bounce back on their feet and get to their next job. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Now we're going to talk about some quotes. Today's quotes are coming from Robin Sharma. All right. We're going to start with, "We grow fearless when we do the things we fear." He also says, "The activity you're most avoiding contains your biggest opportunity." He also says, "It's important to fill your brain with giant dreams so that there's no space for petty pursuits." "No one will believe in you until you believe in you." It's important to remember that greatness begins beyond your comfort zone. You are born a genius, but have you resigned yourself to mediocrity? That's something you got to constantly think about. Great achievement always requires great sacrifice. Your I can is more important than your IQ. I'm going to leave you with this. Having talent is fantastic. Having confidence is even more important. So be confident in yourself. Be confident in yourself. Remember, The life you want is on the other side of your struggle. Keep on drawing, keep on painting, keep on sculpting, keep on writing, keep on programming, keep on designing. Keep on failing until you get to the other side. Keep making those art gains. I want to remind you that you can watch any episode of The Art of Struggle on YouTube. You can listen to all of the podcasts on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, pretty much wherever you get your podcasts from. You can definitely follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Art of Struggle. This is Ty on The Art of Struggle, and I'm signing out.